Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica, the author of the blog The Simple Home Place, and today I wanted to share with you how I clean tarnish off of brass. This is a beautiful solid brass bowl, and I was able to restore it to its original shine. So I want to share all about how to do that today. So like many of my videos start off, I thrifted this solid brass bowl. It was $4.99, which I thought was a really good deal. And based off of the sticker on the bottom, this was manufactured by Farber Brothers. And through my research, my guess is that it was manufactured in the 1950s. It was pretty dirty, so the first thing I did was washed it. All I did was took some dish soap and some warm water and gave it a good scrub. I mean, it was definitely dirty. Who knows where it was kept or whatever. So that's the first step. If you have brass that you want to restore, clean it off first, give it a good scrub. You want to make sure that you're using something soft because brass can scratch. So I just used an old toothbrush and a sponge, and actually that made it look really nice. And I do prefer a patinaed brass, but this was pretty bad, and it was worse in person. So the second thing I did was make a salt and flour scrub. So I'm just dissolving about a tablespoon of coarse salt in some warm water, and then I'm adding about 1/3 cup of flour. And this is going to make a paste, and it's a nice soft scrub that's going to help remove some of that tarnish. So you want to take this flour paste and get a generous amount in there and get to town scrubbing. Again, you want to use something soft. I'm using a sponge here. And this is going to take off some of that tarnish. It's not going to work miracles, but as you can see on the inside, I've got quite a few of those spots. They're not rust, oxidation, I guess. So that did take off a lot of that texture. And as you can see it's a little bit dirty on the outside. And you can repeat this step as many times as you feel necessary. And you can stop whenever you want to with this whole process. You can stop at any time depending on what the look is that you're going for. So as you can see, it's a lot nicer, but I wanted to take it a step further. So I used some Brasso. Now this cleans lots of different metals, brass being one of them. Now, I will warn you, this stuff stinks, so make sure that you're doing it in a well-ventilated area. This is a great, I would say, final step. This was my first time using Brasso, and like I said, I think it's a really great final step, but this did take off quite a bit of tarnish as well. And keep in mind that I'm showing you each step, but I did repeat some of these a couple of times. So I did the flour scrub a few times, I did the Brasso a few times, and then the next step, which I'll show you in a minute, I did twice. So here I am. I'm using a glove because, like I said, this stuff stinks and I'd rather not have it on my hands. So as you can see, it's getting some of that tarnish off, which I really liked. So the final step that I took to remove tarnish from this brass bowl was a vinegar soak. I took about a cup of distilled white vinegar, poured it into about a gallon of warm water, and I submerged the bowl and let it soak for about 20 minutes. Now let me tell you, this was a complete game changer. It removed so much of the tarnish compared to any of the other steps. I mean, you can see the difference. And I ended up doing this vinegar soak twice. Now you do want to be careful because if you're soaking brass in vinegar for a long period of time, it can damage it. So I recommend doing a couple of short stints in this soak and you will be amazed at the difference. Now, all of these steps that I've laid out, I would recommend starting from the beginning and working your way up. It really depends on how much tarnish is on your item and the look that you're going for. I do prefer a more patinaed look on brass, but this bowl was in pretty, I don't want to say rough shape, but it was pretty tarnished. Now the final look I do really like, and I'm excited because over time it will begin to tarnish again, and so it will achieve that look that I'm going for. But I was able to remove a lot of the oxidation, a lot of the texture that was on it, and a lot of the tarnish. So there's the final look. Does it look like it was just out of the factory? No, but it is still really beautiful, and I do like it, and I am excited to find a place for it in my home. But there's that sticker again. I think it's really cool that I found it. I always love finding little pieces that are antiques. I'm really getting into that, and excited to learn about the history of different things. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel, hit the like button so I know that you enjoyed it. And anyway, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me, and I can't wait to see you next time.